Hello and welcome to Terraria 1.3 with your host, Dead Videos, as always. Today, we're going to be taking on the jungle. The jungle proper, that is. Not this surface jungle that we always pass through all the time, but the deep, dark jungle that lies in wait underneath the rest of the jungle. Funny enough, because that's where it is. Anyway, so I've made a little hut there for us to basically use as our little base of operations while we're here. And I'm going to be trying to find some chests to put in there so that we can more easily stockpile the spoils of war from this here place. Really, there's a... Oh, I got a new bug net from the angler in the interim for doing quests. It is a golden bug net. It breaks grass. If you look right there, see it breaks grass and picks up the resulting bug, if there is one, immediately. So there's some kind of give right there. I say I'm not sure if where an actual cave is in here. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. This looks promising. Giant gaping hole in the earth. Looks like it turned on the map. Yep. In fact, I believe... No, we've been over here before, but we've never actually gone inside this cave. Oh, hey, look. Immediately a chest. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Yeah, it's just a normal underground chest. It has a cloud of model on it, which is pretty slick. But, nothing we overly need. Except for the chest. The chest I'm going to take and put in our little base of operations back there to basically, like I said, store more of the crap we find. Although I didn't think ahead and bring a bed, which I should have so that I could teleport out from inside this dungeon area. What is that? That's a buggy. Interesting that it shows the critters on my... No, buggy, come back. The buggies and critters and stuff, I did not know that it showed them on my hunter, from my hunter potion. That's always cool. Like crystal. That's always good. Oh, I also made night owl potions to make this a little bit easier. And a little bit nicer looking on YouTube. Ah, is that a proper man-eater? That is a proper man-eater. Unlike those baby snatchers up on the surface, those are actually dangerous. Oh, hey, look, and here comes one of my favorite examples of the Royal Gel. The Spike Jungle Slime. A supreme menace reduced to nothing. And that the yellow slime had an iron skin potion in it, so I killed it. Because who doesn't want more iron skin potions? So we're here to get a couple things. There are some loot items we need. Or want, actually. We don't really need them, but we want them. One we already know, you already know, is the Anklet of the Wind, so that we can combine that with our Spectre boots to get much faster boots. Ah, here's our first go look at the new enemy here. These are hornets. They are dangerous, as all get out. They shoot poisonous stingers at you, because that's what real hornets do. If you don't know, that's not what real hornets do. Although real hornets are definitely dicks. Like wasps. They serve no actual purpose, unlike bees. But they're definitely assholes. Let's see, there's a few other things we're looking for here. There's an NPC we can get here by defeating the boss of this place. Oh hey, one of my water bolts broke something there. There's also a sword we can get. I'm curious to... I haven't made that sword in... Good lord. Maybe like 4 or 5 updates to this game, so it's been a while, definitely. Maybe, like, my last 10 playthroughs I have completely ignored that weapon. So, when we get to it, it'll be definitely interesting to see whether or not it's actually useful. Versus this Falcon Blade. I know it's bigger than the Falcon Blade, I just don't know how much damage it does compared to the Falcon Blade. I want to say it might be even with the Falcon Blade, maybe. It might be under. Actually, I think it's going to be under the Falcon Blade. Annoyingly enough, there's Jester's arrows in here. Do I want the Jester's arrows? more than 7 lesser healing potions. But we also want the rich mahogany chest. Well, here we go. We could just throw down our guy in here and put some other things in here. Some things we're not going to get more of. Things like probably life crystals, hard spike shoes, the rain hat. Picked that up from some zombie outside. Yeah, before I came down here. Alright, that's good enough. Oh wait, the statue's right here. Jesus. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I was able to hold both of those statues. Alright. Moving along. The other things we're here to get, there are various loots, of course. What the shit is that? Oh, I know what that is. That is honey. Honey is, as one might imagine, honey. It is a liquid that heals you when you come into contact with honey. It heals you. Well, it doesn't really heal you so much as it gives you regeneration. More regeneration. So it stacks with regeneration. It's the regeneration potion. It stacks with well-fed. It stacks with every other thing that gives you regeneration. However, the honey block, like we're standing on right now, actually slows you down a pretty significant amount. There we go. Hey, excuse you. I don't know why I just didn't grapple out of there in the first place. Logic, that's why, because... Come on, where'd you go? Bring me your face, so that I may smack it. Oh, there are a lot of you up there. You guys can have some water bullets up there. Enjoy. Oh, let's go somewhere else. Somewhere else entirely. Man-eaters are not that threatening if you have a strong melee weapon. I mean, they don't take knockback, so they will just run into you if you hit them and you don't kill them. Yes, there we go. We got our first poisoned. We are now slowly losing life. Luckily, I made extra health regen potions for this. Did I really put away that life crystal? Wow. Let's see. Could just run back there and put the piggy bank back down real quick. Oh. Yeah. Bats and skeletons and jellyfish don't normally show up in the jungle. Not in the underground jungle, anyway. It must mean we're close enough to a normal underground biome that it's able to spawn them in here. What is impossible about this climb? Excuse you. I was existing here. I dropped the piggy bank, didn't I? Consarn it. I'm just not having a good day today, apparently. And there's a normal mother slime. Again, not an enemy who would normally spawn down here. Luckily, the Vile Thorn is really good at taking these guys out, because if they won't show their face, just send it in to get them. That's all you gotta do. It's very useful, that. So we'll quick stack away our money here. Strange plants. I'm gonna keep these on me, because I'm gonna find more of them, I know it. Ores, bomb statues, bait statue? That's a bat statue, genius. Oh, good job, brain. Alright, now let's go. It's just important to get rid of the hornet as soon as you see them. As soon as you see a hornet that could potentially shoot at you, it's a very good idea to get rid of them, because they are a serious pain in the ass. And They also can vary in size, and they, oh hey, funny enough, that gives us immunity to poison, and we just got it. And now we're no longer poisoned. Very useful, that. So much so that I can just put that right there, and if I get poisoned, just right-click it twice, and then there you go. No more poison. It is very useful, that. Oh, it says. Ah, this is a beehive. This is what we're here to look for, ladies and gentlemen. We have found it. Well, the main thing we're here to look for is this. If we defeat the boss of this hive, or if we defeat this hive, we get access to a new NPC called the Witch Doctor. And yes, when you break this, it does spawn bees that poison you. Because. When you break certain pieces of hive, it has a chance of either spawning honey or spawning bees. Bees in normal mode are no problem. You'll kill them all without that much trouble. In expert mode, they're a little bit more annoying. Like in normal mode, you can just hit them with your pickaxe and they'll die. They have like 5 HP in normal mode. In expert, they have 50 or 30 or whatever it was. Pretty sure it was 30. I never liked hives. I just don't like hives. What can I say? I do not like bees in real life. Thus, I do not like bees in Terraria. In fact, I pretty much don't like bees in anything, ever. I'm just coming down here to get the glowing spore. These are the other things we're here to get, is jungle spores and stingers from hornets. So you get jungle spores just from collecting them off the ground like that. We're 5 so far. You get vines from killing them, man-eaters, and you get stingers from killing hornets. Or bees. I'm not sure if bees will actually give you stingers or not. I've never been around them too long to try and figure it out. But I know hornets do. So originally hornets were the only thing in here. Oh, you gotta be careful firing water bolts, because if one of them hits that, it might pop it. Good. It didn't hit it. We do not want to break that just yet. We want to be prepared for what's to come. When we break that, it will summon a boss. Just like as if we had broken the shadow orbs to summon the Eater of Worlds. Oops. That one didn't go as far as I planned. Yeah, bees. As you can see, the bees still aren't that much of a threat to me, even though I'm just using my sword on them. And even though we're in expert mode, they're still not that much of a threat. It's just, bees just aren't that threatening. Not in Terraria, anyway. Don't get me wrong, I would not want to fight this many bees in real life. Nor would I want to fight bees in real life. That would be detrimental to my health, almost certainly. Let's see. Oh, this is going to get really interesting when that breaks. How much water is up there? Because water plus honey makes those honey blocks we found before. Wow, that was a lot of water. I see you somewhere around me, bee. And a goblin statue as well. Interesting. There's even more water up here. Lord. I do not need all of your water. So I'm trying to set up, or am going to try and set up an arena for fighting the boss of the beehive summons. Which is the Queen Bee. Which means the name of this episode is probably Regicide again. Something to do with Regicide. That's just what it is. Regicide is the act of killing a monarch, in case none of you were aware. Or some of you weren't aware. Ow! Stupid jellyfish. Oh, I'm gonna get you. See? Told you I was gonna get you. I'm actually just gonna make this much easier on myself and just go up here to make this arena. Make this arena. Yeah, that would be good. You don't have to worry about consuming all the honey down in the beehive, because every jungle will have usually 2 or 3 beehives in it. If you're on a large world, again, it depends on the size of your jungle. beehives are a dime a dozen. Really, they are. In the jungle. If you're seeing honey in an area, then it's a good indicator that there's a beehive nearby. Although I believe that's a 1.3 thing. I don't believe it's like that in 1.2. Because when 1.2 came out, I started playing this with a friend, and we found a beehive with no indication of any kind of beehive being around it. And we were very startled by what the hell we found inside. And very quickly were re-killed. Because we were not prepared for what we were doing. Nor did we know that there was suddenly a boss there either. I say 1.2, the jungle got a lot more interesting. I say before 1.2, there was no hard mode reason to come to the jungle. There was no reason to come to the jungle, period, until 1.2. I mean, yeah, there were some good weapons in the jungle you could find, but they just weren't that great. And you could find better ones elsewhere. And the weapons you could find here, you could find them real easily, and then just move on, and never have to deal with them again. Anyway, I'm going to cut here while I build this arena out, and I'll be back when it's done. Hello, and welcome back to Terraria. I accidentally just summoned the Queen Bee right as I finished my arena, so we're jumping right into it then. We're jumping right into the fight. So this is the Queen Bee. She acts a lot like the Eye of Cthulhu. She charges back and forth, summons units, and then charges back and forth again. Also, I completely didn't even have time to like take any of my buffs or anything like that. So, let's do this, shall we? The Queen Bee fight. It's actually not that hard. It's just she has a lot of HP in expert mode. You can kill the bee she summons regularly for more mana if you're a mana user like I am, which is very useful, as one might imagine. In the event you didn't bring mana potions, that is, which I did. I did bring mana potions for this, but the stars are equally as useful. So I made the arena here so that the water bolts will bounce as much as possible, and hopefully stay in the arena as long as possible to help fight the Queen Bee, since this character so far is definitely a magic user. Figured that was my best shot, was using magic against her, so, you know, figure I might as well, you know, exploit the fact that I can make the arena however the hell I want. Pretty sure we just clipped through each other there, but I'm not quite sure about that. Ah. So when she's charging, there's not much you can do to hit her, unfortunately. So this is a slightly lengthy fight. Also, you'll notice the water around here is red at the moment. That is because we're in the middle of a blood moon, because the game decided we needed to be in the middle of a blood moon right now. I'm pretty sure there's no limit to how many water bolts can be active on the screen at one time, so I figured why not just fill the whole damn arena with them, you know? It seems kind of effective. It seems like an effective method of fighting. Even if I don't hit her right off the bat with them, they do eventually hit her, which is nice. Especially when she comes back in to do this. Also, I've got the Star Lantern and the Campfire and a Heart Lantern down there to provide as many buffs as possible during this fight. As much extra health regen as I can get my hands on. I did forget to bring a bucket, unfortunately, so I couldn't actually bring any honey up to get its regenerative effects, but that's not overly important at the moment. Besides, we've got her on the ropes here. So close to death. Yes, we got her. Was there ever any doubt? that it was a sting operation. Oh, brother. That's hilarious. Although I still don't like bees. Still don't like them. Well, let's see. What did we get? We got a star. Well, we already had that. We got bottles of honey. Ah, here it is. We got a little bit of money. And we got the treasure bag, which gave us bee nades, bee wax, bee pants, bee gun, hive wand, intrepid hive pack, increases the strength of friendly bees, and honeycomb, releases bees when damaged. That's kind of funny. Don't know whether or not that has an effect. I know this does. It looks like it goes on your back. Which, considering we have the black metallic on our back, actually looks kind of weird. How did that get in here? Stupid bats. Anyway, so we've got bee nades. Ah, yes. So the bee weapons are, oh, yes, we got this. This is the best thing you can get from her, for a magic user. This is a gun that shoots bees. And look what happens when he shows up in the area. He pops his head in. Eventually, he'll pop his head in. And then all of the bees swarm him and attack him. And that is amazing. Like, they literally home in on anything. At the moment, they're literally just homing on him because he's the only target here. But if I were to do this, open that hole up, and say fire some bees over it, and if he pops his head back up, stupid skeleton, come on, get back up here. If he were to pop his head up, I could just I guess I could just fire bees down there and it would seek him out and kill him. Ah, except bees also implode when they come into contact with the water. Because Terraria logic, ladies and gentlemen. So, now that we've killed off the queen bee, as it were, did I leave my piggy... Oh no, my piggy bank's right here. I said, did I leave my piggy bank somewhere? Because I couldn't seem to find it there. I'll put most of this stuff away. We don't need it. Yes, bottled honey restores 80 life. You can make it by just standing in honey and using a bottle on it like you would make a bottle of water. And that's pretty effective. It only restores 80 HP, which by the time you have easy access to honey, you can make these. So there's a disconnect there. I'm pretty sure they're used to make the item that you use to summon the queen bee if you want to fight her again, though. Also, you get bee wax from her, which is pretty good. It's a material. You use it to make, if I remember correctly, the bee armor, which I believe is new, and a few other bee-related objects, which are pretty good, fighting-wise. Let's see. Where in this jungle haven't we gone yet? Yes. I went down here, and there was a marble area, which, of course, as soon as I show up, a Medusa shows up in there, and turns me to stone. I've yet to get revenge against Medusas. Actually, you know what? That seems like a good thing to do right now. Let's get revenge against a Medusa, shall we? Let's go down there and fuck up a Medusa. I'm sure we can do it. Besides, we have a bee gun now. No one questions the bee gun. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. The bee gun, everybody. Never question the bee gun. So that's actually perfect for fighting the Medusa as well, because the Medusa, her whole thing is you can't look at her while you're fighting her. So if you have something you can fire in the opposite direction that will still hit her, if she's behind you, for example, there you go. That's an easy way to fight her. Although, I don't know why we're going down here now. We just are, I guess. There's a lot of these, minecart tracks around here. I was trying to think of a word there. Hey, 50 the jungle bat. We can just put that up around here somewhere. Boop, right there. That works. Once again, unless you plan on making a base down here, there's not much point in keeping those around. Anywhere specific, so you just put them down wherever it is you find them. Unless you find yourself having a lot of through traffic through the jungle, which is unlikely. Ah, and there we go. That was the person we would get if we killed the queen bee, the witch doctor. So we got Openy, the witch doctor. And Hermes boots, those aren't that good, but we'll take them. I say they're not that good because we kind of already have Spectre boots. We also want as many jungle spores as we can get our hands on right now because we definitely need more of them for crafting what I want to craft. Oh, hey! I've heard of this. This is something new in 1.3, a rich mahogany living wood tree. So, like, you can have living wood trees on the surface. In fact, I don't know if our surface even has one. No, funnily enough, that's something that this world does not have, is a living wood tree. So, living wood trees are exactly what they sound like. They're really big trees that are made out of living wood. And normally you find better stuff than that. Get out of here. Bees away! I love bees. Bees are amazing in this game. I may look into using the, Oh, why do they go after the jungle slime? He's not a threat. He literally can't even hurt me. Hey, there's a water chest down here. Wow, there's just all kinds of loot right around this area, huh? Oh, we're out of torches. Hurt me. Ah, a dart trap. I see. Flipper, gravity potion, and dynamite. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take it. But I'm only taking it because I want to, not because it's fake. Where's the dart trap trigger? Somewhere around here. Ah, right there. There we go. Alright, we took that out. I do want to know where is the actual dart trap so I can go get it. There it is. Oh, and of course there's something full of my inventory. I say literally I don't care about these Hermes boots. I can trash these for all I care. What would I rather trash though? Wooden arrows. Don't need those. Probably got them off some damn zombie who insisted on dropping them for me. I'm going to ignore that teal mushroom there because I don't have the inventory space for it. There is one other thing we're looking for, although it's mostly just for recon purposes. We can't actually do anything with it now, as it currently stands. Ow. I don't know where anyone is, but they're all dying as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, there's a thing here. What does that do? What does that do? It triggers something down here, which doesn't exist. I genuinely don't know that. We'll take what we can, we'll leave the rest. Ah, here's something we definitely want. We want that heart statue. Heart statues are valuable, to say the least. Some statues, as you may have noticed, like with the crabs earlier on, in fact twice in this series, if you trigger them, they sometimes do things. Heart statues are one of the ones that do things when they are triggered. They release heart pickups, the kind that enemies drop when you kill them occasionally, and are more often dropped by boss minions. Wow, there's a lot of you people in there. Have fun with bees. See, look at this. It's amazing. Just fire them off into an area and they completely empty it out for you. Except for the stupid man-eaters. Stupid man-eaters. Right, well, we've taken out the mother slime. We've taken out the mother slime, that is true. We also took out the queen bee this episode. And I think next episode we shall continue our exploits in the jungle, looking for the rest of the stuff that we're here to find. More of these chests, specifically. These ivy chests, because these are special chests. Alright, until then, I've been Dead Videos. I hope you have a pleasant morning, afternoon, evening, and good night.